What if the most legendary treasures of history, lost cities, sunken ships, and ancient masterpieces weren't just myths? Imagine a golden city hidden in the jungle, a shipwreck glimmering beneath the waves, or a tomb filled with priceless relics. For centuries, these stories have driven explorers to risk everything in pursuit of riches and glory. But what if some treasures are more than gold and jewels? What if they carry secrets that could reshape history as we know it? Welcome to Armchair Archaeology. Here, we dig into the mysteries of the past, exploring the truth behind ancient legends and lost treasures. Today, we'll uncover the real stories behind some of the most iconic treasures in history, from the infamous Amber Room to the mythical El Dorado. And make sure to stick around until the end, because we'll reveal a surprising twist about one treasure that might not be what it seems. Before we dive into the world's most famous treasures, here's a quick request. Over 90% of you watching aren't subscribed to Armchair Archaeology. By subscribing, you're not just supporting our channel, you're joining a growing community of curious minds exploring history's most fascinating mysteries. And that's not all. Our new ebook, Secrets of the Ancient World, Mysteries, Technologies, and Lost Civilizations, is packed with fascinating insights into humanity's most intriguing stories. From lost cities reclaimed by nature to ancient technologies like the Antikythera mechanism, it uncovers the groundbreaking achievements and unsolved mysteries of ancient civilizations. If you're curious about the secrets that history books leave out, this ebook is for you. The link to it is in the pinned comment. But first, let's uncover the real stories behind some of the most iconic treasures in history. What is it about lost treasures that captures our imaginations? Is it the glitter of gold, the promise of riches, or something deeper? Throughout history, legendary treasures like El Dorado and the Knights Templar's hidden hoard have symbolized more than just wealth. They've embodied humanity's enduring curiosity, ambition, and hope. At their core, treasure stories blend myth and history, connecting us to ancient worlds and forgotten civilizations. They remind us of the thrill of discovery and the possibility of rewriting history. Take, for example, the story of the Amber Room, a lost masterpiece that combines artistry and mystery, symbolizing cultural loss and the hope of recovery. Even today, technology has revolutionized treasure hunting, keeping the allure alive. Satellites and drones scan dense jungles and vast oceans, uncovering hidden ruins and sunken ships. One modern success story: the rediscovery of the San José Galleon, a Spanish treasure ship lost for centuries beneath the waves of Colombia. It's proof that some treasure tales hold more truth than we ever imagined. But while the thrill of treasure hunting is universal, these quests often blur the line between myth and reality. Some treasures may never have existed, while others were lost through tragedy or greed. So what lies at the heart of these enduring tales? Let's begin our journey with one of the most famous treasure legends of all time, El Dorado. The legend of El Dorado is perhaps the most famous treasure story of all time. It conjures vivid images of a golden city hidden deep in the jungles of South America, its riches untouched and waiting to be discovered. But what's the truth behind this myth, and why has it endured for centuries? The origins of El Dorado can be traced to the Muisca people of modern-day Colombia. Their leaders, known as the Zipa, performed a sacred ritual at Lake Guatavita. Covered in gold dust, the Zipa would sail into the lake and offer gold and other treasures to the gods. Spanish conquistadors, hearing about this ritual, misinterpreted it as a description of an actual golden city. This misunderstanding sparked a frenzy among European explorers. Driven by greed and ambition, figures like Francisco Arellano led dangerous expeditions into the Amazon, searching for this mythical city. The quest for El Dorado wasn't just about treasure, it was also about power. The legend became a symbol of Europe's desire to dominate and exploit the New World, often at devastating costs to indigenous communities. Over time, the myth of El Dorado evolved. It shifted from a single golden man to an entire city, then to an entire kingdom. Modern archaeologists believe the true El Dorado may have been metaphorical, symbolizing the spiritual and cultural wealth of the Muisca people rather than material riches. Stories like these are just the beginning. In Secrets of the Ancient World, we explore more captivating myths, their historical roots, and their surprising impact on modern culture. Yet, the dream of El Dorado lives on. Some treasure hunters still believe the jungle holds the key to unimaginable wealth. Is it out there waiting, or is it a myth we've kept alive because it reflects our deepest desires? Next, let's move to another treasure shrouded in mystery, the secret hoard of the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar, a medieval military order tied to the Crusades, are as famous for their supposed treasure as for their battlefield exploits. Legends of their hidden hoard have endured for centuries, sparking countless theories and treasure hunts. But how much of the story is truth, and how much is myth? At their peak, the Templars were one of the wealthiest and most powerful organizations in Europe. They operated a sophisticated banking system, held vast tracts of land, and amassed immense resources. When the Templars were suddenly disbanded in 1312, their wealth seemingly disappeared overnight, fueling speculation that they had hidden it to keep it out of their enemies' hands. Many believe their treasure included not just gold, but priceless artifacts like the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant. Over the years, treasure hunters have linked the Templars to sites like Rennes-le-Château in France and Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland. Intriguingly, modern archaeology has uncovered hints of their hidden activities. In 2017, researchers in Acre, Israel, discovered an elaborate underground tunnel system believed to have been used by the Templars. Could it have safeguarded their treasures? Yet, not all historians agree with these romanticized tales. Some argue that the Templars' wealth was largely symbolic, tied to their influence and networks rather than physical treasure. However, the mystery remains irresistible, blending history with conspiracy and adventure. The allure of the Knights Templar is undeniable, and their story continues to inspire those who dream of uncovering a piece of their lost legacy. Next, we'll turn to a treasure that is both tangible and hauntingly elusive: the Amber Room, a masterpiece of craftsmanship stolen during World War II. The Amber Room, often referred to as the Eighth Wonder of the World, was an unparalleled masterpiece of craftsmanship. Built in the early 18th century in Prussia and later gifted to Peter the Great of Russia, this dazzling chamber was adorned with amber panels, gold leaf, and mirrors. Installed in the Catherine Palace near St. Petersburg, the Amber Room symbolized opulence and artistic achievement. Yet, its splendor also made it a target, and during World War II, it vanished without a trace. When Nazi forces invaded the Soviet Union in 1941, they looted countless treasures, including the Amber Room. Dismantled and transported to Königsberg, modern-day Kaliningrad, it was reportedly displayed in the city's castle. However, as the war neared its end and the Allies advanced, the Amber Room disappeared. Some believe it was destroyed during bombings, while others speculate it was hidden in secret bunkers, mines, or even sunken beneath the Baltic Sea. Efforts to locate the Amber Room have continued for decades, yielding tantalizing but inconclusive leads. In 2020, divers discovered the wreck of the Karlsruhe, a German ship sunk in 1945 while fleeing Königsberg. Some experts theorize it may contain fragments of the room, though no definitive evidence has yet been found. What makes the Amber Room so compelling isn't just its monetary value, it's a symbol of cultural loss and the devastating impact of war. Its recovery would represent more than a historic triumph. It would be a profound act of restoration. Does the Amber Room still exist, or is it lost forever? This haunting mystery mirrors the themes of treasure and tragedy we see throughout history. Next, we'll search for another hidden prize, the tomb of Cleopatra and Mark Antony. The story of Cleopatra and Mark Antony is one of history's most iconic tales of love and power. Yet, their final resting place remains one of archaeology's greatest mysteries. Ancient accounts describe a magnificent tomb constructed after their deaths in 30 BCE, rumored to hold not only their bodies, but treasures worthy of the last rulers of Egypt. Plutarch, a Roman historian, noted that Cleopatra and Antony were buried together in a grand mausoleum near Alexandria. However, over the centuries, earthquakes, floods, and rising sea levels transformed the landscape, and the tomb was lost to time. The precise location remains unknown, fueling centuries of speculation and exploration. Recent discoveries have reignited hope. Archaeologists have been excavating Taposiris Magna, an ancient temple complex west of Alexandria, where they have uncovered significant clues. These include statues, inscriptions, and coins bearing Cleopatra's image, as well as tunnels and chambers that could lead to a burial site. Some researchers believe the tomb may be located here, hidden beneath the ruins. Finding Cleopatra's tomb would be a historic breakthrough, shedding light on Egypt's transition from the Ptolemaic era to Roman rule. Beyond its treasure, the tomb could reveal details about Cleopatra's reign, her relationships, and the cultural exchange between Egypt and Rome. One intriguing theory suggests Cleopatra intentionally designed her tomb to be difficult to find, ensuring her legacy would remain untouched by her enemies. Whether this is true or not, the search for her burial place continues to captivate archaeologists and the public alike. Could we be on the brink of finding Cleopatra and Antony's final resting place? As we move to the next treasure, we'll explore another legendary story tied to wealth and mystery: King Solomon's mines. King Solomon, the wise and wealthy ruler of ancient Israel, is one of the most fascinating figures in biblical history. According to scripture, his immense riches came from a mysterious source: mines filled with gold and precious stones. But are these mines real, or are they another example of legend blending with history? The idea of King Solomon's mines exploded into popular culture in 1885 with H. Rider Haggard's adventure novel, King Solomon's Mines. Though fictional, the story cemented the idea that untold riches were hidden in Africa, waiting to be found. Inspired by the tales, explorers and treasure hunters set out to find the mines, searching southern Africa for evidence of their existence. While the biblical account is vague about the mines' exact location, archaeological discoveries have revealed intriguing possibilities. In Timnah, Israel, researchers have uncovered ancient copper mines dating back to the 10th century BCE, roughly the time Solomon is said to have ruled. These mines, operated on an industrial scale, produced copper, a metal as valuable as gold in the ancient world. Some experts believe these may have been part of Solomon's wealth. In southern Africa, ruins like those of Great Zimbabwe have also been linked to the legend, though scholars now agree these structures were built by local African civilizations and not tied to Solomon. Still, the idea of hidden riches in Africa continues to stir imaginations. What if the real treasure of Solomon wasn't gold, but the knowledge and infrastructure that sustained his kingdom? While the mines remain unproven, the legend endures, symbolizing the enduring human quest for wealth and wisdom. Want to uncover more about King Solomon's mines and other lost treasures? Secrets of the Ancient World is packed with insights that take you beyond the myths to the heart of history. Next, we'll leave the desert and dive deep beneath the waves to uncover the story of the San José Galleon, one of the richest shipwrecks in history. In 1708, the San José Galleon, one of the richest treasure ships in history, met a dramatic end off the coast of Colombia. This Spanish vessel was part of a fleet carrying immense wealth from the Americas to Europe: gold, silver, and emeralds valued at an estimated $17 billion today. Its sinking during the War of Spanish Succession turned it into one of the most sought-after shipwrecks of all time. The San José was attacked by the British forces near Cartagena, and a cannon strike caused its powder magazine to explode. The ship sank almost instantly, taking its precious cargo and 600 crew members to the ocean floor. For centuries, the wreck's location remained a mystery, inspiring treasure hunters and governments alike to search for it. In 2015, modern technology finally solved the puzzle. Using advanced underwater mapping tools, researchers pinpointed the San José's resting place nearly 1,000 feet below the sea. Distinctive bronze cannons, engraved with dolphins, confirmed the ship's identity. The discovery was hailed as a triumph of science and perseverance, but it also reignited debates over ownership. Colombia claims the treasure as part of its national heritage, while Spain argues it belongs to them as the ship's original owners. Indigenous groups in South America have also laid claim, asserting that much of the wealth was mined by their ancestors under colonial oppression. The San José is more than a treasure trove. It's a time capsule of 18th century history, reflecting the vast and often brutal global trade networks of the era. While legal battles stall its recovery, the galleon remains a powerful symbol of the intersection between wealth, history, and justice. Next, we'll explore another legendary shipwreck with a story of its own, the Flor de la Mar, a vessel carrying one of the richest cargoes ever lost at sea. The Flor de la Mar, a Portuguese nau, a type of large trading ship, sank in 1511 while carrying one of the richest treasures ever assembled. Laden with gold, jewels, and artifacts looted from the Malacca Sultanate during Portugal's conquest, its cargo was intended as a gift for King Manuel I. The estimated value of the treasure, in today's terms, exceeds billions, making it one of the most tantalizing shipwrecks in history. The ship met its tragic fate off the coast of Sumatra in the Strait of Malacca. Caught in a fierce storm, the overloaded vessel succumbed to the sea, taking its vast treasure and its crew to the ocean floor. Unlike many other shipwrecks, the Flor de la Mar's precise location remains unknown, and the treacherous currents and shifting sands of the region have complicated efforts to find it. Modern expeditions have sought to uncover the Flor de la Mar's riches, but the challenges are immense. The wreck lies in one of the world's busiest maritime routes, and centuries of sediment have likely buried any remaining evidence. Despite these obstacles, the legend of the Flor de la Mar continues to inspire treasure hunters, historians, and archaeologists. This shipwreck isn't just about material wealth. It's also a reflection of a pivotal moment in history. The Flor de la Mar's treasure represents the immense cultural and economic exchanges, as well as the exploitation that defined Europe's age of exploration and colonization. Recovering its cargo could shed light on the rich history of the Malacca Sultanate and its role in global trade networks. Next, we'll shift gears to examine how some legendary treasures may be less real than we think, diving into the fascinating blend of fiction and reality. Not every legendary treasure is what it seems. While some, like the Amber Room or the San José Galleon, have clear historical roots, others blur the line between fact and fiction. These mythical treasures often emerge from misunderstandings, exaggerations, or even deliberate deceptions, yet they continue to inspire explorers and storytellers alike. Consider the seven cities of Cibola, a fabled network of cities rumored to be brimming with gold. In the 16th century, Spanish conquistadors like Francisco Vázquez de Coronado set out to find these cities, enduring brutal expeditions across the American Southwest. What did they discover? Indigenous villages made of adobe, not the golden cities of their dreams. The legend likely arose from embellished accounts, but it drove exploration and shaped the European understanding of the Americas. Then there's Atlantis, one of history's most famous lost civilizations. First described by the philosopher Plato, Atlantis was said to be a powerful and advanced society that sank beneath the waves in a single day. Many scholars believe Plato intended it as an allegory, not a historical account. However, that hasn't stopped treasure hunters and theorists from searching for its remains across the Mediterranean and beyond. Sometimes treasure myths are outright fabrications. In the 19th century, the Cardiff Giant, a supposed petrified prehistoric man, was unearthed in New York. It was later revealed to be a hoax carved out of stone to deceive the public. Even so, it attracted thousands of visitors and sparked debates over its authenticity. These stories remind us that the allure of treasure isn't just about wealth, it's about the thrill of the unknown. Next, we'll see how that same allure drives modern treasure hunting, where cutting-edge technology meets age-old mysteries. Treasure hunting isn't just a relic of the past, it's alive and thriving, blending adventure with cutting-edge technology. Today's treasure hunters aren't solely relying on maps or legends. They're deploying advanced tools to uncover mysteries hidden for centuries. From sunken shipwrecks to buried cities, modern exploration proves that humanity's quest for discovery is as strong as ever. One of the most exciting advancements is the use of underwater drones and remote-operated vehicles, ROVs. These tools allow researchers to explore depths once thought inaccessible. The 2015 rediscovery of the San José Galleon, for instance, was made possible by high-resolution sonar and submersibles, revealing cannons and artifacts almost 1,000 feet below the ocean's surface. On land, satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar are used to detect buried structures, from ancient tombs to long-lost settlements. But treasure hunting isn't just about gold and jewels. Archaeological finds like the Staffordshire Hoard, a collection of Anglo-Saxon artifacts discovered in England in 2009, show that historical value often outweighs monetary worth. Each discovery tells a story, offering new insights into how ancient civilizations lived, traded, and interacted. However, this pursuit raises ethical dilemmas. Who owns these treasures? Are they the property of the nations where they're found, the individuals who uncover them, or humanity as a whole? The discovery of the Nuestra Señora de las Mercedes shipwreck in 2007 sparked a lengthy legal battle between Spain and a U.S. salvage company, highlighting the complexities of ownership and cultural heritage. Modern treasure hunting reflects our evolving relationship with history. It's no longer just about wealth. It's about preserving and understanding the past. As technology improves, who knows what hidden treasures might still lie waiting to be uncovered. Let's recap what we've explored today. The enduring allure of legendary treasures transcends gold and jewels. They represent humanity's relentless curiosity, ambition, and imagination. From the spiritual rituals of El Dorado to the technological marvels of modern treasure hunting, these stories bridge the gap between myth and history, reminding us of the power of discovery. Some treasures, like the San José Galleon and the Amber Room, hold tangible proof of their existence, waiting to be recovered. Others, like King Solomon's mines or Atlantis, may be symbolic, inspiring generations to dream of uncovering the impossible. Even fictional tales, such as the Seven Cities of Cibola, reveal the lengths we'll go to pursue a story, sometimes at great cost. And here's the fun fact: we promised. Many scholars now believe El Dorado wasn't a physical place at all. Instead, it may have been a metaphor for the spiritual and cultural wealth of the Muisca people, riches far more enduring than gold. This reinterpretation reminds us that treasure isn't always something we can hold. Sometimes it's the history, knowledge, and stories we uncover along the way. If this journey sparked your curiosity, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Armchair Archaeology. By joining our growing community, you'll help keep these stories alive and explore even more mysteries of the past. Tell us in the comments, which treasure would you most want to uncover? Don't stop here. Grab your copy of Secrets of the Ancient World and unlock the mysteries behind history's greatest treasures. Click the link below to start your journey today. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep letting your imagination roam. The next great discovery might be closer than we think.